Yu-Gi-Oh! An incredibly complex card game with tens of thousands of cards. However, what if each set was separated from the rest of the massive card pool and your choices when building a deck were extremely limited? In this series, in order to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! From the ground up, I will be embarking on an adventure through the history of the card game with Jeexx. In each episode, we will have access to all the cards in a select product, and using only the cards in that product, both of us will build a deck before playing a best of 3 match to determine the winner of the episode. We will move in a chronological order in the series, and with each new episode we will forget the cards of the past in order to experience something brand new. We hope you enjoyed this adventure through Yu-Gi-Oh! And its evolution with us. Welcome to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. Dragons of Legend Unleashed was released in August 2016, included support for a plethora of already existing archetypes, while also introducing 3 new ones to the TCG, those being Cypher, Cyber Angel, and Flower Guardian. It also included one of the most annoying extra deck cards in the completely generic rank 4 Crooked Cook, a card that could become completely unaffected by other card effects while also boosting its attack and quick effect speed. Guys and gals, welcome back to History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey, this time with Dragons of Legend Unleashed. And I have nothing much else to say here other than now I know that it's my deck and then it's Jeexx's deck, so that's awesome, I think. I'm now second guessing myself when I said it out loud, but I'm pretty sure that's how we're gonna go rolling forward, so yeah. Without further ado though, so let's take a look at the deck and see what we're working with. So we're playing a pretty gimmicky Egyptian God cards deck. So I'll be honest, Dragon of Legend Unleashed, like a neat set, but nothing really stood out to me other than the stuff that you see on the top half of our deck, but we'll talk about the latter half afterwards. But let's start with the God card package. So in the set, a card called Ra's Disciple is released. When it's summoned, you can special summon up to 2 Ra's Disciple from your hand and or deck, and cannot be tribute except for the tribute summon of Slifer, Obelisk, or the Winged Dragon of Ra. And also while it's on the field, you cannot special summon other monsters except by the effect of Ra's Disciple. So basically, this is your way to get 3 tributes for the normal summon of Slifer, Obelisk, and Ra. But the issue there is that if you're just summoning Ra's Disciple, then you need another normal summon to be able to then on the same turn go into the gods. And that's kind of where the PePe stuff comes in. So the way we're going to be getting through this restriction is by pendulum summoning a Ra's Disciple. And since we're pendulum summoning multiple things at once, it doesn't matter that it locks us from special summoning. We can just special summon one of these, or if we're pendulum summoning something else, then that's perfectly fine, because they're hitting the board on at the same time. So the way we're going to be getting to our God cards is Ra's Disciple, pendulum summoning one of these, getting the other 2 out that way, and then using those to go into one of our gods, which we're running 1 of each except for Winged Dragon of Ra, which we have 2 of because of the sphere mode, giving us easier access to it. So what they do, Slave of the Sky Dragon, all of them require 3 tributes to normal summon or net. Normal summon or set, sorry. And then when they're normal summoned, other cards or effects cannot be activated, basically preventing them from the summon from being negated. And then they have their own effects, but also they all have the share the effect where if they were special summoned at the end of the turn, they get sent to the graveyard, except for Winged Dragon of Ra because of obviously sphere mode, but we'll get to that. Slifer, once per turn, once per turn, you get to mixing stuff. Sorry, recording this pretty late when compared to normal, so I apologize. So, Slifer's attack and defense is equal to 1,000 times the number of cards in your hand, and then if any monster normal is present to your opponent's field in attack position, specifically, the monster loses 2,000 attack, and then if its attack has been reduced to 0 as a result, it gets destroyed. So it's essentially a floodgate, and also its own stats fluctuate. Obelisk is just a 4K beater, and then once per turn, you can sorry, there's not even once per turn. I mean, not like you would have like 5 monsters on the field probably, but by attributing 2 monsters, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and the obelisk cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. And then as for Ra, like once per turn, you can pay 1,000. This isn't once per turn either. I keep saying once per turn when they're not once per turn, so I'm sorry. So you can pay 1,000 to target any monster on the field to pop it. For like every time you're paying life points, then that's fine. But also when Ra is normal summoned, you can pay life points until you have 100 left, and then Ra's stats become the amount of life points paid. We're probably not summoning Ra this way. We're most likely summoning Ra through Spear mode, but the like Obelisk and Slifer are more likely. But they all have decent effects. Nothing crazy, given that they need 3 tributes to be normal summoned, so it's not great. But we have ways to make them better. We'll talk about Uni last, we'll talk about the other stuff first. We have 3 Mount of the Bound Creator, which is obviously a support card for the Egyptian gods. A field spell, level 10 or higher monsters in the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and if a level 10 monster destroys a monster by battle and sent to graveyard, the controller of the destroyed monster takes 1,000 burn damage, and then when Mount is sent to the graveyard after being destroyed by card effect, so you can't just unfortunately, set a card over it, you can add a divine monster from your deck to your hand. So pretty good stuff, like obviously gets us more damage through the burn, gets us protection, gets us potentially, if Jeexx wants to deal with this, another god in our hand. It's decent. Soul Charge is there if we are summoning another god later on. We can do something like, we can Soul Charge stuff from our grave to have enough materials for a summon of something. For example, Obelisk is really good because obviously Soul Charge already locks you out of your battle phase. So if you're summoning out 5 cards, you're using 3 of them to tribute for Obelisk, and then you have 2 more. You can tribute those to also nuke your opponent's board. And Obelisk wouldn't be able to attack anyways because you activated Soul Charge. It's pretty neat. MST is here because it's MST. I don't want to deal with back row, especially now when we have Mirror Forces here. And also, like, there's a way for us to pop our own mount. Because I think, yeah, it was just a card effect. It didn't have to be your opponent, so you can pop your own mount. 3 terraforming because we want to be seeing mount as often as possible, and then finally 2 mirror force to just finish the 2020 split and give us access to the better mirror forces. And now let's talk about Uni. It is here to give us access to obviously performer pals. It's not great itself. It's a level 4 that if it was normal spell summon this turn, you can spell summon a level 3 or lower performer pal monster from your hand in attack position. And then during your opponent's turn, you can banish a performer monster except Uni to, in addition to Uni, and the next time you take battle damage this turn, you do not. It's a very mediocre effect, and Uni not being able to summon it level 4 means that you can't even use its normal summon to make Xyz plays. So it's basically just here as a performer pal name to give us access to the archetype, which we will talk about these shortly. You know what most of these do, but we'll just talk about their functionality in this deck. But for the stuff like with legacy support, we have Sphere mode. If Jeexx is going wide, we can use Sphere mode to get rid of his problematic stuff and also give us a 4K beat stick in Ra, and this is why we're running 2 Ra and only 1 of the other 2 monsters, because Sphere mode gives us better access to those. Then we have Drowning Mirror Forces, 3 copies. Monster declares a direct attack, you shuffle all your opponent's attack position monsters in that deck. And Quake and Mirror Force, when a monster declares an attack, you change your opponent's attack position monsters face down, and then they can't be flipped back up. Then we have a Skullcrawbat Joker at 3 copies. We have 3 copies of Mammon Carpet, a single Lizard Draw, a single Guitartle, 3 copies of Monkey Board, and a single Radish Horse. Some extra copies of some of these cards in the side, as well as triple Pendulum Stork and a single copy of Conductor. And we'll talk about those later, but Skullcrawbat Joker is basically our normal summon that we want to be conducting earlier. Mammon Carpet is a high scale that is decent, as also if we don't have other plays to just set and maybe do something, and the pendulum effect is fine. Basically, the only thing that we care about pendulum summoning is Ra's Disciple, so we just need scales to fit in between those. Monkey Board will 99% of the time be our 1 scale anyway. It is what we're always searching with Joker if we don't have it already. And then the big scale, obviously, in addition to Guitartle and Lizard Draw, both are 6s. We wanted another insurance to have there, so decided to go with Mammon Carpet because it's also something that, if need be, can be summoned out with Uni. Might side out of some of these copies for Zorks in games 2 and 3, but who knows. Because Skull Crobat basically is what we want to be normal summoning, and then we can get Monkey Board. Lizard Draw and Guitartle are just easy ways to get draws, while also being scales if needed, so they're very flexible in that. That's why we also have second copies of each if we want those. And Radish Horse is interesting here. So Radish Horse, none of the effects matter. What matters is it's a level 4 Performer Pal. And the reason for this is that in the set, there is a very notorious card called Crooked Cook. We'll talk about this now. It's a generic rank 4, takes 2 level 4 monsters, and while you control no other cards on the field, this card is unaffected by other cards' effects. And then once per turn, as a quick effect, you can detach one from this card to destroy as many other cards you control as possible. Then this card gains 300 attack until the end of this turn. For each monster destroyed by this effect and sent to the graveyard. Now, obviously, us having a lot of stuff being pendulums means that they're going face up in the extra deck, so they're not going in the grave, so we're not necessarily getting as nice of attack boost as you usually like to get with Crooked Cook. But the nice part about this is still basically an unaffected monster just sitting there is really annoying to deal with. And as we're trying to, obviously, we don't need to find Mount, but it's nice to have, but we need to find one of our gods and a Ras Disciple and have Pendulum Scale set up. So we want something to do in the early game, and the strategy that I decided to go for is basically that you normal Skull Crobat, you go for Monkey Board. Scale obviously adds you something else. If you have Monkey Board and a big scale, then you can just Pendulum summon Radish Horse to then have 2 level 4s to overlay for Crooked Cook, and you can sit on that until you can find your Egyptian god pieces. And that's basically the idea there for the early game. And then later, like when you get your Ras Disciples, then obviously you want to go into the god cards. I think it's a neat idea. I don't know how it'll actually work, but that's the idea. As for the side deck, like apart from the extra copies of everything that I've mentioned, Mirror Conductor can just modulate attacks. It's decent. It's a low scale if we need something in addition to Monkey Board. And then Pendulum Zork, obviously a really good one to summon out with a Pendulum Summon. The Pendulum effect doesn't matter at all, but the special monster effect, if it's special summoned, you can target up to 2 cards you control, destroy them, and if you do add Performable monster with different names from your deck to your hand except Pendulum Zork, and you can only use this effect hard once per turn. Usually you don't need more than this, but I've decided like if I want to side out of some of the Momon Carpets, then I can go for Pendulum Zork. But like I said, like Momon Carpet being extra like high scale is nice, but we're probably like siding Guitartle and Lizard Draw anyway, so maybe we can like side like 3 Momon Carpets out for 3 of these. Obviously Uni is gone anyway, so we don't have even the level 3 here requirement to have something to summon with Uni, so it's decent. But the Pendulum Zork basically just you pop your scales, you get stuff in the extra deck, and then you get to add more stuff into your hand. It's extremely good. I probably don't need to explain Pendulum Zork to you. And I see that we're already at 12 minutes. I've been trying to cut these shorter, so luckily there isn't much else here to talk about. Seal of Orichalcos is a meme field spell. I'm probably not going for this because Smart Creator is better, but it's just a really funny one. It gives all monsters you control 500 attack. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects, and while you control 2 or more face-up attack boosting monsters, your opponent cannot target your monsters with the lowest attack for an attack. And then if this card is activated, you destroy all spell summoned monsters you control and prevent yourself from spell summoning monster from the extra deck. And you can only activate once per duel. It's basically just a funny, like, okay, we go Ras Disciple, we summon a god, and then we activate the Seal of Orichalcos. It's funny, but it's very bad. I most likely will not be playing it. Same thing here, Fang of Proteus is here to summon Mirror Force Dragon using Mirror Force. Probably not going to be doing that, but just in case we want to have that insurance policy, we have it. Third copy of Mirror Force, third copy of Quaking Mirror Force, a copy of copy of Storming Mirror Force, and triple wiretap if Jeexx is on a trap heavy setup. As for the extra, like Crooked Cook, our early gameplay, like I said, then also, just in case like somehow we end up in a situation where we're like Pendulum summoning out to Monkey Board, then I have the Dragolust Vampiric Dragon to Book of Moon stuff. Extra deck stuff, Pokemon extra deck stuff there as a quick effect if need be. Triple Utopia, as well as triple the Lightning and a Utopia Prime. Basically, we can go for either the Lightning or Prime, depending on what we need in the situation. And Utopian is playable, but I'm probably not going for that. Shadow Lich is the best rank 3 that we had access to. It can summon tokens that I guess we can then then gets buffed with the tokens, so we can use the tokens to maybe summon out a god. Very unlikely. It's just here because it's the most not terrible rank 3 that I could find. But yeah, sped up at the end there, but still end up being 14 minutes. I apologize. I tried to make these shorter, but like, especially for this one, I actually think like this is one of the cooler decks as an idea that I have had in a while. So I guess that's some justification for my long ramblings. I have no idea how it'll perform in an actual match, but for now, the idea is neat, and we'll see if it lives up to the hype in my head. So, pretty excited about this one. Thank you for watching my deck breakdown. Hopefully you enjoyed Jeexx as well. And then afterwards, I will see y'all in the dueling zone next. So, see you guys there.
So, Dragons of Legend Unleashed is a fairly late set to Arc V, like it's around, I think, the last third, and it introduces quite a number of interesting archetypes, like, for example, Cyber Angels, which is a really good ritual support archetype. It's got a pretty consistent playstyle overall. It also has some more support for stuff like trains, rank 10 trains, which we haven't really seen yet, which I don't think we're unfortunately ever gonna see, because you didn't really have good access to everything at any point. So maybe at some point we'll play rank 10s in the future when they get the links and stuff. But I'm getting ahead of myself. To start off, I have Arcana Force 0 the Fool, which I get through Mirror Force, which is in the set, specifically Mirror Force Dragon. It's in here to function together with Ritual Sanctuary, which has the effect of you can discard one spell and add one light ritual monster or ritual spell from your deck to your hand, and you can shuffle in a number of spells from your graveyard into the deck, then target one light fairy monster in your graveyard whose level is equal to the number of cards you shuffled into the deck and special summon it. You can only use each effect once per turn. So we added the Fool mostly in the sense that like you can use it, you can reuse multiple spells from your graveyard by shuffling one into the graveyard, into the deck, and summoning the Fool back. And it's also got a decent effect that prevents your opponent from like targeting it, and it can't be destroyed by battle. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not a very bad card overall. Then we have Armageddon Knight, so that we can mill stuff like Destiny Her Malicious in here, in the grave, and then we have Cyberjar, which is gonna be the like core of the deck essentially, alongside Cyber Angels and like the ritual, the Synchro Lens that I'm gonna have in here. It has the destroy all cards, check top 5, special summon are level 4 or lower, and add the rest to hand effect. Cyber Petite Angel, which is a Cyber Angel Searcher. If this card is summoned, you can add one Cyber Angel monster from your deck to your hand, or a Machine Angel Ritual from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, and only once per turn. Malicious, self-explanatory. Plasma, here is a boss monster that can maybe negate all the stuff on board. Fairy Tale Snow and Ghost Ogre, we both get from Snow, Plow, Hustle, Rustle. Fairy Tale Snow being, you know, I have cards in the graveyard, I have cards on the field, I have cards in places, I'm gonna banish them, I'm gonna get this card, I'm gonna make plays with that card, I'm gonna go bada bing bada boom gaming. Ghost Ogre, obviously hand trap pop stuff, really good in this format, because like there's a lot of stuff, from what I remember, that really wants to stay on board. Career Bandit, summon in the end phase tributed, add a spell trap to your hand from 5 excavated cards. Plagues for the Zombie, here's a tuner that I can reuse multiple times, and it's also going to be because I have a lot of like level 8 sinkers that I'm going to go into, and I have a card that really enables me to do that. Red Nova, because I'm going to be playing Red Dragon Archfiend cards, and Red Resonator, because it's a good way of really extending into my synchro plays. Like I summon Red Resonator, I summon out a an Armageddon Knight, for example. I can then mill a Malicious, I can summon the Malicious, I can make a rank 8, and so on and so forth. And then Snowplow Hustle Rustle, as I said, is just here for the name. Cyber Angel Ben 10 is here as a Cyber Angel card, has the effect of if this card destroys a monster in battle, and since it's the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original defense in the graveyard. If this card is tributed, you can add one light fairy monster from your deck to your hand. And then Cyber Angel Dakini has the effect, if this card is ritual summon, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the graveyard. If a ritual monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Once per turn, during your end phase, you can target one ritual monster or one Machine Angel ritual in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then Idatan, which has the effect of if this card is ritual summon, you can add one ritual spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card is distributed, you can make all ritual monsters you control gain 1000 attack or defense. Then we have Black Garden. Black Garden has the effect of if a monster is normal or special summon, monsters is normal or special summon, face up, except by the effect of Black Garden, half its attack, and then the controller of that monster special summons one rose token to their opponent's side of the field in attack position. You can target one card monster, one target. I'm having a massive brain fart. You can target one monster in a graveyard with equal attack to the total attack of all plant monsters on the field and destroy this card and as many plant monsters on the field as possible. Then if you destroyed all of them, special summon that targeted monster. This effect allows me to essentially like clog Weebfox's field, maybe preventing him from playing the game, and then popping all of his tokens, for example, to summon out a card that has 4,000 attack or something. I think this card can be fairly good for that, but it's also going to be enabling me to reuse Malicious for synchro plays. It's going to be giving me synchro material through level 2 tokens that I can use with Plague Spreader or Red Resonator, or even like Armageddon Red Resonator and so on and so forth to go into 8s. I think it's really, really powerful. And it's also going to be making the game slower overall, which is going to help in making me like actually reach my my intended, like, I guess endgame. Let's say endgame. Card of Safe Return, because I have quite a number of cards that can summon themselves from the graveyard. Stuff like Fairy Tale Snow and Plague Spreader Zombie. Then there's a few here that summon cards from the graveyard. And also obviously Ritual Sanctuary itself. The Machine Angel Ritual must contribute monsters whose level equal or exceed the total level of Ritual Monster to Ritual Summon. And if a light monster would be you control would be destroyed by battle card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can banish this card instead. Then we talked about Ritual Sanctuary already. Soul Charge, don't want to talk about that. Terraforming, Black Root of Heaven, negate a summon, singular summon. Torrent Wing is not here for using it, it's just here for the Void Wing. Wiretap is here because it negates a trap and shuffles in the deck in case Weebfox happens to be playing Solemn somehow. BLS because we're playing a lot of Lights and Darks, another Cyber Jar, Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth in case we want a level 6 in the extra deck, an additional level 6. Or we're gonna be siding these three into the extra no matter what happens. In game 2, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. This is here because it has the effect of you can target one face card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of turn, and when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one tuner in your graveyard and special summon in defense position. And those are all the effects that this card has, but the main thing about this is that it's level 8, right? No, it's a level 9. Am I mistaken? It's a level 9, yeah. So you can use that to then essentially climb up for there. Now then we have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. It requires 2 tuners, 1 non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster, and when this card is synchro summoned, you can activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects on the field. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. If this card destroys a monster by battle, it inflicts damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. And if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target one level 8 or lower Dark Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard and spell summon it. Important note, 4,000 attack. Means that 5 tokens from Black Garden, I can resummon it and I can reuse its effect. This card is really good. This card is like legit, like if I can hit this card, I can reuse it, I can probably just win off of just summoning this card. Oh, well, 2 more copies of Black Garden on the side if I decide to pivot directly into the Synchro line. MSTs, more Ritual Sanctuaries in case I want to utilize the Shuffle effect, for example. More Black Horn of Heaven, Crush Card Wires in case I want to, for some reason, like pop my opponent. I check my opponent's hand and maybe pop all cards that he has in there. Quaking Mirror Force for some more control. 3 filler cards that give me Force, Mirror Force, Black Dragon Sword, Black and a Sword. And then Timaeus, Knight of Destiny, which gives me Destiny Heroes and Knight cards. Angel of Zera, generic level 8, gains 100 attack for each of my opponent's banished cards. And during my standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, I can spell summon this card. Which means that with Snow, I can essentially reuse this card forever, which can be fairly helpful. Black Rose Dragon, 2.4,000 attack, summonable with 3 tokens off of Black Garden, also pops the entire board. Really powerful card. Crystal Wing, obviously Crystal Wing has the effect of ability to negate any monster effect, and if it fights a level 5 or higher monster, it gains attack equal to that card's attack. Now, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, once per turn, destroy all attack position monsters. And then Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, you can contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Red Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard and spell summon it. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can spell summon 2 tuners with the same level, one from your deck and one from your graveyard, in defense position. And then Red Wyvern, during either player's turn, if a monster with higher attack than this Synchro Summon card is on the field, you can destroy the one face of monster on the field that has the highest attack. Your choice of type. Scarlight, a Red Dragon Archfiend. This card's name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while on the field and in the graveyard. Once per turn, you can destroy as many other special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible, with attack less than or equal to this card. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. And then a Tyrant, a Red Dragon Archfiend. During your main phase, you can destroy all other cards on the field. Also, for the rest of this turn, all the monsters you control cannot attack. During the battle phase, when a spell or trap card is activated, you're going to get the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack. Then we have Shark, Utopia. Crumble logo is the Prophet of Demolition. Once per turn, you can attach one material to target one card on the field, one of the face-up card on the field, and while this monster is face-up on the field, negate that target's effects. While that target is on the field, the cards with the same name as that target and their effects cannot be activated. And then we have Lightning. That about does it. That's the whole deck. This deck is a pretty interesting deck overall, I feel like. It's like mixing in 3 different kind of playstyles, where one is going to be a fairly slow controlled playstyle using Black Garden, which is then perfectly like pivoting into playing aggressive with my Cyber Angels and with my Red Dragons. And I think that's gonna be fun to execute. Anyhow, good luck with the games.
What is up, ladies and lads, and welcome back to Historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey, this time with Dragons of Legend Unleashed. And we'll see if we can unleash anything, because at least the deck that I have brought today is extremely powerful and very good and epic and swag and fun. And I most definitely didn't forget what the idea even was. And when I was doing some testing, I realized that probably the idea that I even had doesn't work. So, how about you, Jeexx? How are you feeling about the Unleashed Dragons of Legend?
I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna drag on for quite a while I unleash all of these legends upon you.
These. And something.
Fuck!
Yeah, what the... Did you see Utopia on the second? What the fuck was that? Where did Utopia come from? But yeah, I have no idea how and or if anything here will function, but we will see.
Okay.
Honestly, this hand isn't bad, so...
this hand is ass.
We can probably do something with this, and the reason why this hand isn't bad is I think I'll start by scaling a performable guitar tool in my right scale, if that is okay.
Yeah. Keep playing the game.
Yeah, then monkey board. And wait, how does this actually? Yeah, it's just doing my so the draw happens here, and then I would like to activate monkey board. You have an idea what I'm going for here? Searching. You would have never seen it coming, but it is in fact a Skull Acrobat Joker. I will then swiftly normal summon. With Skull Acrobat, I think we'll actually take I don't know if it matters really here, but I'm mostly wondering if I wanna... I think we go for this. We will go for Performapal Radish Horse. Then I'm gonna go for that, but I could also go for something else. I will declare a Pendulum Summon, and I will Pendulum Summon from my hand a single copy of a Radish Horse. And then you just go for the cook, even though I have scales. Honestly, fuck it. We'll just go for the most crooked of cooks. Then I will set a couple of cards in the back row, and right back to you, gamer.
Okay, I'm going to activate Terraforming.
Terraforming is a-okay.
I am going to add to my hand a field spell card.
I
will be adding. I think none of these matter actually. Yeah, neither of these truly matter. I'm gonna add Black Garden.
Oh, brother.
And then I'm gonna activate Black Garden.
You love Black Garden, don't you?
Then I will normal summon Red Resonator and trigger the effect of Red Resonator, followed by the effect of Black Garden.
I'll...
And this is mandatory. This the summon is chamber.
Let me read this for the 17th time in my life.
You get a token.
Control the monsters to their funds. Alright. Sure, so I get an attack position token.
Yeah.
And
With 800 and 800. And then I special summon from my hand Red Resonator using Red Resonator, Red Nova, and I declare the effect of the effect of Black Garden. You get another token. Also, this card's attack is halved. It's just attack. Right? Yeah. Oh wait. No, yeah. It's not then if you do. It's then. And then I set 1 and I set 2 and I pass.
I'll be honest. I think I just don't want to fucking deal with this. I'll just end phase Pop Garden.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then these were plans, right? The tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So these get popped as well. And I will take the turn.
Hmm? Wait, what? What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Why would they get popped?
Wasn't the currently the
No.
You can talk. Oh, it's the other. Okay, got it. It was the other effect. I see.
It's if you decide to use the revival effect.
Yeah. This is why I also.
Which I also.
Hate this card, 'cause it's so annoying to deal with.
I have a means of utilizing the revive effect in my deck. I'm gonna be honest. I think the play here is to swing over both these goobers with the tokens, and then use clicker to pop your whole board, and then swing over.
I'm
gazillion damage.
I was also thinking because there is like I do remember there's the what's his face? There are like some battle traps here, but I mean I can also just use the cook in response if stuff happens. So I do agree with you. We'll go straight in the battle phase and attempt to swing for 500 over res, and then just kill the other one.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I mean, I can do a lay, but then swing with cook. Yeah. That is then fine. Me too. I think I'm kind of chilling, so. Oh yeah, I will most definitely forget otherwise, so let me just do this so we don't have to constantly play. I mean, you would probably remember, but I definitely wouldn't. I think I will simply... Yeah, I think this doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna just pass on that, actually.
Oh, hey. I shall use summon from my hand.
Use summon.
Fairy Tale Snow.
Oh, yep, that is something you can do. Let me think. Would I rather keep my everything else, or would I keep cook on the board? Swing at this. I'll have these. Yeah, I'll use cook here to pop everything.
Cook. Yeah.
Wait, Xyz materials go to gray, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're not
good. Just so I know.
They're not simple material.
I will pop 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
and
only for monsters, and each monster sent to the graveyard, unless he gains nothing. Very important note. Which is also
Yep.
kinda scary for you if you're playing pendulums. Because it's like...
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I mean, I guess... I think we did this first because it's now unaffected. Obviously, you can then summon it later, but... Wait, it's 550, is it not? Am I stupid?
It's 450.
100 and... Yeah, math is hard.
400. Math is very difficult.
Then we'll go here. We'll scale a monkey board.
Oh, wait. What the fuck? Yeah.
Activate effect of monkey board. Monkey board will add a... Probably just Joker. Not activate. I would very much like that normal summoned.
Brave choice to scale the one card in your deck that prevents you from playing your deck.
Yeah, I mean, I very much did not want to do that. And effect of...
Oh, it's on a pendulum sign.
Joker. And... We'll go for, I think... Lizard draw. Scale lizard drop. Then do
No
I
targets.
care about... Yeah, I was thinking like, do I even care about that? It makes it easier because I don't even have anything, so I don't need to care about. We'll use effect of lizard draw, pop it and draw one. That's an interesting one. Actually, does that change anything? Have I thought of this situation? Oh, I have. Wait, am I smart? I mean, no, but at least we can do something that probably usually we couldn't. So we will scale a... I haven't pendulum this turn, no. So we will scale right... a Performapal Mammon Carpet. Then I would like to clear a Pendulum Summon. And I will summon out Lizard Draw and Monkey Board. Do I... I'm in main too, so this doesn't matter. I guess we'll get both of these in defense. And also from my hand, this... this is really greedy, but it's funny, so I want to go for it. This other monkey board. Because then we can overlay 2 monkey boards and make a Dragolas, the Vampiric Dragon.
Yep.
And I think that'll be everything for me. Sure, we'll just pass on that. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Alright, and let's go side for game 2. Yippee, pendulums, yippee. I will pause the recording because I at least think I have a few things to do. Alright, and let's... Whoa. Try this again. Also, when's the last time that you were playing a card that was exactly 40? Deck that was exactly 40 cards?
I did not bother counting because it's fairly irrelevant.
Also, I was wanting to do something else, but I'm looking at my hand and I don't think it's happening. Oh, pain.
Guarda.
Yep.
Activate that.
You
and
love
then
this card, don't you?
It's not a bad card. Pass.
Wait, can we do something with this? That would be so fucking funny. Oh no, I can't do it without that, I don't think. Oh, that would have been so fucking funny though. Let me think. I do this, I do that. Honestly, I do want to see you also play your games, so let's go for... This might be stupid, but also with my current hand, I'm not doing what I want to be doing in this episode anyway, so might as well scale turtle and let's scale monkey board. Let's draw one. Oh, that's an interesting draw. Then let's go for monkey board effect. Monkey board, add to hand. I think. Do I want... this? I think I do. Let's take lizard draw to hand. We will normal summon Joker. You get your token, and I will have this to 900. I will... Do I want to do this? I don't think it matters. No. I will declare a pendulum summon, and I will summon from my hand a pendulum sorcerer. Get another token. Sork will pop 2 cards. Different names from your deck to your hand, except different equal to number. Okay, so it's just different from each other, and they can still be the same as the ones that I popped. I see. I will grab, I think, a Joker and a Turtle. Then we will simply overlay these two. You will get your third token, and I will go for Cook. And as far as I know, Cook doesn't have its thing halved because of the effect it has. So I think that is everything we're gonna do. And back to you. And I'm terrified to see what synchro stuff you have cooked up.
I am going to normal summon Red Resonator. Give you a token. I am going to activate the effect of Red Resonator to special summon out Plague Spreader Zombie. I shall now synchro summon using... Let's just double check what I have in here.
The options are endless. As long as they're divisible by 2, I guess. And cap out at 8. I mean, no, it doesn't because you can climb, but still.
Yeah.
I
can do quite a bit of this with this. Like, I can go ham. Holy
I believe
shit.
it.
What the fuck? I can go so ham. Okay. I mean, I think this should be fine. I'm going to use Plague's Better Zombie, a token, and a token to special summon out a level 8 Dark Synchro Dragon. And that shall be... this is not a good idea. I should not use this one. Yeah, that's something that you cannot chain to. Summon out Scarlight.
Yep. I will another token.
Yeah. It gets halved. Now
I shall, in this position, I shall set a field spell.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to activate the effect of Plague Spitter Zombie to put a card from my graveyard on the top of my deck to spell summon a Plague Spitter Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shall synchro summon using Red Resonator, Plague Spitter Zombie, and Scarlet Dragon Archfiend to special summon Hot Red Dragon
Oh, never
Archfiend
mind.
King Calamity, which has the effect of when the synchro summoned, I can activate an effect. For the rest of this turn, you cannot activate effects. You cannot activate effects in response to this card's activation. And if I destroy a monster by battle this turn, I inflict damage to you equal to that monster's original attack. And if
I
this card
think-
can attack,
I think the latter part is the reason why this card is banned.
yeah, I both of these are quite bullish.
They're pretty good. So I'll take this and then 150.
Yes. Wait, what? Nope. What do we have?
This card destroys monster by battle, inflict damage equal to
Equal.
opponent. Oh, it's equal to.
original
Okay,
attack.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And even then, 1,150 would be kind of weird. No, wait, no.
It would
Oh,
be
wait.
half of 2,300.
Wait, why are you even taking 1,150?
If
Wait,
this
what?
card destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster original attack. And then the 1,700 was the battle damage.
But Crooked Cook doesn't have its attack halved, and its original attack, so you're going to take 2,300.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're...
Which is the 150 plus 150. There's definitely multiple cards that have the like inflict damage equal to half. So I initially went it with that, and then I just did it again. So
And then I activate another black card. FS. Yeah, that's fair. Also, this is banished.
yeah, that is true. Now I guess, can I do this without? I think I can. This is for the rest of the turn, and then if it's destroyed, you can target a. Okay. So I think. This is happening for sure. So we're definitely scaling turtle, and we're definitely scaling another monkey. We'll draw one. Oh, that has potential, but doesn't do anything for now. Now the issue here, it needs to be this. This one has, is a little scuffed, but it is what, unfortunately, is the only way we can do something here. Is Blackguard an instance, by the way? So if I pendulum summon like 3 things, I mean, I can only pendulum 2 things in this position, but if I pendulum 2 things, do you get 2 tokens or just 1?
I get 1. It's a monsters, and I get 1 for the summon itself. I have all the attacks, but I get all the monsters.
Gotcha.
1 for all the monsters.
Gotcha. Oh. Wait, never mind. This is a way better card than I thought it is. Or is it? No. I don't think that's how it works. Is there a way for me to do this? I don't think so. Sure, this is what we want to do. I'll activate monkey board. And I think with this one we will get actually it still works, right? Because I can do this into, wait, does this work? Because this just, I need to read this card. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, we will grab with monkey board a copy of. Am I blind? Oh yeah, I'm blind. Once again, radish horse. We will normal summon. Joker, you will get your token. Joker gets halved. And I will use Joker to go for... what do I want here? I'll go Lizard Draw. Then I will declare a Pendulum Summon, and I will summon out a single monster, which a Radish Horse gives you another token. And Horse will also get halved.
Is this fly upside like this, man? I swear. Doesn't work 90% of the time.
Yeah, and then we'll go for, you guessed it, the one thing that actually gets over this thing, because it makes it
I
attack
get 2 tokens for this.
Yes, you do. You indeed do. And then, I wonder which one is more valuable. I think that is more valuable. So we will proceed to the battle phase. We will ram over this with Utopia by detaching 2. And I will detach, it doesn't have to stick there, so it doesn't matter. We'll just go for these 2 to make things simpler.
Yep.
And I will, this is that damage calculation only, so I will just mark this, because otherwise I will definitely forget. Then I'll just trade 3 of these tokens. So you'll be left with 1, and all of mine are gone. Main 2, I think that is going to be all she wrote. I will set 1 in the back row. And
Oh, I get the Scarlet here too when this thing dies. Because it's pretty sure, yeah.
I think it's because it's just destroyed by your opponent's card, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. And that'll be all for me. So I think I'm mumbling a lot in this episode.
Oh, you also get 1 token. From
of
summit.
That summon. That is correct. Not like it matters, but yeah.
I mean, I can just fucking... I should just do this, shouldn't I?
If you have a... I was going to say, like, if you have a normal summon, I'm just dead, but yeah, that's right.
I can just pop the board, but...
Because I take 1,000 of that, 25... I'm still not... Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tribute my token to normal summon Destiny Hero, Malicious. And I'm gonna declare the effect of Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend to destroy all special summoned monsters.
Happen first, so. Yep. So I will... 3 things get popped, and I will take 1,500. This doesn't care... Yeah, this just cares about those, so I will take 1,500.
And then I attack and Breaking Mirror Force.
I don't have Breaking, but I do have Drowning.
Shuffle all of these to extra deck and to top of deck. Shuffle this.
No, please let me draw it. Please let me draw it. Please. Please, please, please let me draw it. Please. No, Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. My hand is so dog shit.
Guys, I'm playing the most consistent engine in the game. Guys, it's my hand. My hand is so bad.
I can do, bro. I can do pendulum stuff.
I had infinite ways of guaranteeing that my hand wasn't bad.
I can do pendulum stuff, but that is not what I want to do here. Wait, what does this do?
Bro has free material for sorcerer. Does it even use the free material for sorcerer? Trade them.
Bro, this is such a funny as fuck card. Oh, wait. I kind of want to just fucking go for it because it's so fucking funny. This is normal or special summon phase. Okay.
Anything other than a set, yeah.
Does this do anything though? Is the question. Because no, it doesn't do jack shit. Yeah, I'm dead ass. I'm setting 1 and back to you, Buster.
All right, main phase, normal sub-ed. I'm thinking if I should just do this. It can be really funny if I just do that. Like, if I just swing into this and it's Cyberjar or some shit, this would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, it is a moment carpet. But there are no set cards on the field to pop, so nothing there.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, the
I'm in phase
500
two, I'm
attack
phase
crew bandit is
tribute
too
this.
humongous. Yep.
It's so big, bro. It's so. Mill 5, add 1.
Spell trap. Ooh.
Add to
You
my
got some
hand.
collections here. Machine Angel
a-
Ritual. Well, you're
Uh-huh.
on some ass too,
I have cooked. I assure you.
It is
I
funny
will
that
add to
the
my
ass part
hand.
of our decks, like neither of us have gotten that yet. You just
Oh,
got one
actually,
spell
I'm gonna-
ritual.
No. I'm gonna add the Machine Angel Ritual. I think that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I pass.
Okay. I will definitely remember what this does. Okay, now let me draw it. I'm gonna kill myself. I mean, this will give it away, but I think at this point, who the fuck cares? If I draw it of this, I'm gonna be so mad. No, I don't fucking care. Activate Terraforming.
Yeah.
And I will add to my hand Mount of the Bound Creator.
Yeah.
Then I will go battle phase and swing for 800.
Just in case, like you weren't aware, the tokens can be attributed.
They can, yes, I know.
Yeah.
I very much do know.
It's asset. Yeah.
I do know that. Do I? No, I'll just pass. What is the
Fair.
800 worth it swinging and not just setting it in defense? No, but it's funny.
Pass.
Dude, I will activate Terraforming to add a fucking Mount of the Bound Creator to my hand.
Yeah.
Now I'll put this defense. I got to do my meme. And I will go end phase and I will discard one from my hand and it'll be... Imagine if you could discard to the face up extra deck.
That would make this mechanic the most broken mechanic in the game.
It's...
It already is.
I was just
but,
gonna
yeah.
say like, no.
Okay,
personally.
I activate Machine Angel Ritual
Yep, go for it.
to send to the graveyard Destiny Hero Malicious.
There he is.
And I shall summon out Cyber Angel Idaten.
She a big ass honkers.
I get to add to my hand a ritual spell from my deck.
Or
Just
graveyard.
double. Or graveyard. Let me double check if I have one in the deck, because I'm pretty sure I cited one out earlier, because I was like, I don't need to do these. Okay. I will choose not to do that, because I think it's fucking stupid.
Okay.
In all honesty, it's fucking stupid. And then, should I just wait, double check.
Oh yeah,
double
I
check.
get a token.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I should even summon this in attack or defense, because I think I should summon it in defense.
I think that does make more sense. Or you can crash it with the token that I get.
Yeah, I can do that. That is very much correct. You're so right, Umphy. I think I'll just leave it. Actually, no. You're so right, Umphy. I'm gonna swing into the token that you just summoned, and I'm gonna banish Machine Angel Ritual to protect it from destruction.
I'll give it out. That's pretty gas.
No, let's not fucking no.
Okay.
You can just keep the token. You can just keep the token.
Okay. Sure.
And I'm just gonna banish Malicious to summon out a Malicious, and you get
And then you
Malicious.
crash that.
But then I crashed.
Oh yeah, that
No,
gives me another.
It's
token.
it's in defense. It's in defense. Yeah. Now you have two of them, and I pass.
Yep. Dude.
Oh,
It's so
leaving one token in attack
stupid.
position, huh?
Yep.
Yep. I see how it
You
is.
can
Very,
bounce
very.
off malicious without that from taking damage, so.
Baiting the Quaking Mirror Force from my hand.
This is so fucking silly and goofy, but also it's fun.
So Summon the god. Summon the god card.
The fucking shitty thing is that this fucking Black Garden of assholes is ruining my life.
Yeah. Isn't he sick?
It might be a card that should have gotten nuked a long time ago. Anyways, fuck everything. I'm specialing out the fucking Winged Dragon of Ra, who then becomes a 2000 attacker.
2,400. Let me double check.
It's the sphere mode summon. So ignore summoning because its attack and defense become 4,000. The normal summon effect is you can pay life points.
I'm wondering if. So. You summon this. Okay, yeah. It does get halved. That's unfortunate.
That's the thing. Like, at least I could have got it a dumb fucking. Also, I was obviously supposed to do this first, but.
Bro, that's the amount of the pound creator.
I just fucking added it twice with terraforming. Die.
I cannot believe bro has the amount of the pound creator. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Grr.
You want to use the effect of the Winged Dragon of Rob to pop my cards? To pop my Black Garden? Probably a good idea. If you ask me.
I don't like my life points being this low, but...
What the fuck am I gonna do to you? Summon another Scarlight out of nothing?
Bro, if you have to realize that the Winged Dragon of Ra was printed in fucking 1920, it's target a monster on the field. Destroy that target. It can't pop Black Garden. Like, this card was printed before I existed. Okay.
Actually, it wasn't. This version of Raw was printed in like 2011 because no legal versions
also,
of
like,
them.
even the first one was printed after I was conceived, so you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm also
that is
saying that the rules were, the card was, and the stuff was done by the fucking Egyptians. So, honestly, just because I want to fucking...
blah, 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 blah.
I can use the effects, so honestly, fuck you. I will pay 1,000 to kill your stupid Cyber Angel.
No, my stupid Cyber Angel, he got then.
Then I will swing over this so I get to burn you for 1,000 points of damage thanks to Mount of the Mountain Creator. And then I will go into set wiretap and pass.
Oh, wait. Did I summon a token from Ra?
Yeah, the token on your board is the token from Ra.
But I should have got 2.
Oh yeah, then you should have another one because
Yeah.
of the sphere mode.
I banish Destiny Hero Malicious. 2. Summon out Destiny Hero Malicious.
Yep.
You get a token. I shall activate Machine Angel Ritual.
Go for it.
To send to the graveyard the Malicious. And a token. To special summon out Cyber Angel Dakini.
Yep.
Now you can send a card you control to the graveyard.
If this card is recharged, you can make your opponent send from monster they control. You can make. You told me that I can send, so you're not.
You can send. Yeah, you can. You have to send one monster you control.
Okay,
to the
yeah.
graveyard. I do not get to
can
choose.
is one thing because it gives you that you can,
Very
and then
important.
you return me. Then I'm like,
I can tell you to choose a card to send to the graveyard, which is fucking shit.
Sure. I mean, Rise getting nuked anyway, but it's fine. But yeah, I will send the token.
I'm gonna double check because apparently there's an actual ruling for this.
Oh, like based on
Just to see.
I see.
There's an actual ruling for this which says when resolving the effect of Cyber Angel Lakini, your opponent can choose a monster token to send to the graveyard. That token will disappear from the field instead. There we go. Now nobody can yell at us for maybe breaking the rules. I shall put this token into defense and attack.
Yep, I will take
700
points of damage. Oh wait, but actually I won't because Dakini should be helped by Black Garden. So actually,
True.
never mind. This card is.
That's so unfortunate. Wait, where's your token?
The token was the one that you made me send. Oh yeah, I get another token. Actually, yeah, you can swing into this.
Yeah, I can kill this token. I get fuck 535 damage. Wait,
535. No.
150 damage. Yeah.
Wait.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
Dude, fucking
Anyhow.
Black Garden needs to be nuked.
This
off
is
the
such
space.
a beautiful card. I fucking love this card. It
Let
makes
me
the game
draw.
so different and weird.
Anyways, let me draw.
Anyways,
Draw some bullshit.
in phase, I get to add to my hand a Cyber Machine Angel Ritual in my graveyard.
Yep.
And can I add a Ritual Monster? I can add a
You can
Ritual
add a
Monster.
Ritual Monster.
I will add Idaten to my hand instead. And I pass.
Yippee! You bastard! Now I can't pay
Real.
1,000 for my raw. Okay, let me draw a god here. It's the one that I didn't want, but
Yeah.
actually, wait. Wait. Did it do anything? Actually, I do this. It doesn't fucking, you know? I can't believe I'm checking this interaction, but I'm actually checking this interaction.
What is bro looking for? Can I pendulum summon fucking god card?
I mean,
It's a special
obviously
summon.
obviously no, but no, wait! Black Garden might be the greatest card ever printed, and I'm so
fucking
glad that
amazing.
we're playing with Black Garden. Anyways, I would like to declare a pendulum summon,
Yeah, go for it.
and we will pendulum summon from my hand a. Do I give out rat's ass about this shit? Your board is getting fucking filled anyway. Sure. We'll pendulum summon out from my extra deck this fucking rat. I guess.
Go rat. One card.
And then we'll special summon from my hand this actually no, it's actually yeah, it will get filled. This Ross Disciple, so it's one pendulum summon. But then when Ross Disciple is summoned, I will. How did I write Idaten? I will grab 2 more Ross Disciples who will get halved.
Yeah, and I
Get
get
another token. Yep.
one token.
And then I will declare a normal summon of the Egyptian god. And I will bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Normal summon Obelisk Tormentor, who does not trigger Black Garden, by the way. I literally just checked this.
Yeah.
Black Garden will not activate when Obelisk Tormentor is summoned, and therefore his huge nuts will hit the field. Actually, should this have been?
wanna tribute
Yeah,
to
so this should be in. It doesn't matter if it's in whatever, because if I just die. Actually, should it be? Wait, do I? Because if it's.
You can just tribute 2 monsters, clear my board, and swing the obelisk and pray I don't get anything.
But do I? Yeah, no. There's literally no point to me summoning this, and yeah. This is a once per turn though, so I think I wait. I kill you if I don't use it though, because mount is 2,000 burns, and this you're dead because of Mount Creator, because spell phase obelisk over this thing, which is 2650 plus 1,000, and then just raw over this thing, which is 1,200 plus wait, bro.
I don't want and then 1,000, and then 1,200, and a burn of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, wait, did somebody break? Are you really quiet or?
No.
Wait, let me see, because.
Oh, sorry. I just fucked
Oh,
up.
okay. I got.
Sorry, I was so fucking bored of watching you play your game that I was fiddling with my
dude,
microphone.
I summoned an Egyptian god in the year of our Lord.
Wait,
and
no, I don't get
Savior.
burned from the token. I don't get burned
Is
from the
it?
token.
It's sent to the.
Sent to the graveyard.
Player who.
Yep.
And send it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So then.
So
wait, is it
1,200.
exactly? Yeah, I think. Yeah, because it's 1,200 and yeah. And then I will overlay this. No, I wish.
Oh shit, that would be make Gustav Max and burn me for. Holy shit, that would have been giga bread.
If it was in the set, that would have been so fucking.
Wait. It is in the set. Because Dora is in the set.
Oh yeah, you're actually right.
Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Yeah.
I could have made it. That's actually funny.
Bro, that would have been giga.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but just in case. Actually, yeah, I can't because it wouldn't be able to attack on that turn. So yeah,
Yeah.
it matters. So you get another turn. I mean, honestly, no matter what happens, I'm happy. Like I got to finally do the thing that I actually wanted to do with my deck. I did not want to play fucking PePe. I wanted to summon fucking big.
I didn't want
genius.
to play PePe, says man playing PePe.
Yeah, I mean, I literally can't just play the Egyptian god stuff and then.
You
have it
can
be there,
though.
so.
You just play.
I mean, if I
fucking
play-
Raz Disciple and then you play Black Garden. And
Yeah, and I play a
fucking
16
wait.
card deck. Yeah, you're right. If I just turned up with
Uh,
the 16 card deck, I could have done that.
I mean, it's not 16 cards. You can definitely make it 40 cards. You just add stuff like fucking militias in there so that you can mill your deck. Yeah.
Or just add the PePe stuff that filters my deck more efficiently.
Yeah, just play cringe. Yeah.
There we go, baby! Egyptian gods! we both came in with some ass. Also, the earlier when I was talking about like I was considering summoning a fucking 3, it was the fucking number 48 Shadow Lich. This fucking thing. But it's like under Black Garden, like this shit is so turbo ass.
Where
Also,
did
you
ever
just
summon
milled
this?
1,076 cards, and but why are we both writing in code this time? You're milling over 1,000 cards.
Because my hands are fucking
Definitely.
frozen and I want to get out of here.
That's fair. I had wiretap set.
My opponent was playing Giga Cringe.
I have noticed a pattern that anytime I win, I'm playing cringe, but then when
Yeah.
you win, I'm not gonna play. You don't see me.
I was always cooking. My opponent was just playing cringe. My opponent was playing the strongest deck I ever created.
You're right.
I was
Egyptian gods.
playing fucking Arcana Force, guys. Come on, guys. Think about it. Think about that for a moment, huh? It's not a fair matchup, but
I mean, it's never a fair match with fucking Egyptian gods, brother.
yeah.
It's
No,
not
but
meant
like
to
in
be
all seriousness, summoning out an Egyptian card, nice work.
Thanks.
Good shit.
I
Good shit.
appreciate it, but yeah, it was.
Everything other than everything else in your deck, Giga Cringe.
I
Giga
mean,
Cringe.
yes, I am the number one
yeah.
pendulum hater, and I was earlier when we were siding. I was literally saying like, I can't wait to get out of fucking pendulum era. This shit is so ass.
Yeah.
I don't like pendulums.
I think this era of Pendulum specifically is arguably the most cringe one. It's unfortunate because there's a lot of decks that like have an interesting play pattern abusing this Pendulum playstyle, but that could not replicate it later on. Like I talked about that during the Meliphos breakdown, for example.
yeah.
Like, yeah, the Meliphos breakdown literally like has me talking about how they have a play pattern of breaking their own cards to send them to the extra deck to summon them out. Which is something similar that PePe has to a degree with like Lizard Draw, but Lizard Draw is fucking irrelevant, and also Sorcerer requires to be like Pendulum Summon essentially, because you're never gonna get it out any other way to like special summon it, which means that you can't really use its effect for what you would really want it to do, which is pop your scales and then add some more shit to your scales and then summon out your scales.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Pendulums had the most toxic play pattern in the game. There's
sure.
decks that were abusing it and using it in an interesting manner, but because of the fact that some decks were just simply too good at the time, it had to get killed.
I've constantly said that I think like the we have with the naming convention with how like obviously you can add stuff. Black Garden having black in its name makes me regret that shit because this card just makes games so fucking painful.
But you have to admit that the fact that this card was in this game, like in this format, made it more interesting as a whole. I think this could have been a wash entirely on either side. Like this match specifically, this could have just like ended with me not having anything on board, but Black Garden enabled me to have an actual board thanks to having at least 2 tokens. I would not have gotten to King Calamity if you remembered to swing, but I would have had other plays I could make, for example.
But I don't know. It's such a pain to constantly keep track of, and it just makes games drag on a long fucking time. Like, how long was this? This was 49 minutes for just 2 games, which, I mean, to be fair, I had at least a couple of things where I was like, on kind of thinking about stuff, but still, I just...
Okay, but
I don't like this card at all.
look at the back and forth in this game, huh?
I mean, yeah,
Look at that.
like, it was
Look at that.
neat, but
It's
it's
just a
still
game.
just like, I wish we could have the back and forth without fucking Blackguard, and it just... I don't know.
I don't know.
I've seen it, like, in 3 different matches at this point that I'm already sick and tired of.
Probably 3. I think it was I played it originally when it was in set, like in the original set that it was in, and I've played it like once or twice after that. This is the second time, I'm pretty sure.
What did you get
Like,
Fairy
second
Tail
time.
Snow? Was there something snow?
Snowplow hustle rustle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's got snow in its name. Obviously, I'm gonna play it. Yeah.
That's right.
Same with I put the Fool in here because it's a level 1 fairy monster, which I have I can utilize fairy monsters utilizing Petite Angel, obviously. Like, you can use a Petite Angel to search for stuff involving rituals as a whole, like Cyber Angels and stuff, and then Ritual Sanctuary can be searched for using Terraforming. And sorry, not Petite Angel. I can use Ritual Sanctuary to summon out my Arcana Force, Zero the Fool, or for example, summon out Petite Angel, or even some other bullshit that I might have access to. But the main idea towards the end of this was that, okay, I'm going to play Queer Bandit. Queer Bandit is going to mill 5. Hopefully, I get to pick a good card out of those 5. Those 5 cards most likely will have some kind of effect, either in the graveyard or I can fetch them from there through some other means. Machine Angel Ritual, graveyard effect. Plague Sword Zombie, graveyard effect. Fairy Tail Snow, graveyard effect. Malicious, graveyard effect, right? Really good cards overall. Or I can fill out my graveyard with spell cards and then use Ritual Sanctuary to shuffle them back to resummon the fairy cards that happen to land there, like Petite Angel. Cyber Petite Angel then can search for a ritual monster and summon it out, for example, using Malicious, using other good cards that I have in my deck. And then obviously, on top of all of this, I have the Casino built in, again, because I got this card from Cyber Angels.
And Blackguard, and I think puts you on a list of terrorists somewhere on CI files. I'm pretty sure.
It's like the most beautiful combo when you flip Cyberjar and your opponent summons out 4 and you get a token, and you summon out 4 and your opponent gets a token. And they're all halved. And you're just happy. Actually, no, I don't think you get... wait. I don't think you halved your opponent's stuff. I'm not 100% sure right now. You should. You should definitely have your opponent's stuff, but... I remember I had a weird interaction with specifically doing that with effects that activate on summon and Black Garden and Cyberjar. But I remember what it was. It was really strange though. But it's I think the deck concept is again interesting, just like the Cosmo Hero deck was. And for a Synchro deck, this is actually fairly capable. Like I can summon out so many cards.
The other stuff, I'll give it up, but Cyberjar and Black Garden, and you're calling me cringe, is come on, man.
Bro, you're playing PePe! What the fuck do you mean?
I am. You're playing
I'm
Cyberjar and Black
giving
Garden.
you fodder. I'm giving you materials.
I'm sorry.
I'm giving you cards.
Sorry, this episode, you lost your magnanimous card. It's gone.
Guys, I am literally so magnanimous. I am playing a card and giving you a card. I lose attack to give you cards. Come on, man. Come on.
You're right. I'm playing Mystic Mine. I'm using a card from my deck to make us more even, guys.
That's not even the case, because it means that I'm forcing you to be even. Like Black Garden is giving you the material. You literally summoned Obelisk the Tormentor using material that I gave you. What do you mean?
I summoned Obelisk using the 3 Ra's Disciples. What do you mean?
No, sorry. No. Sorry, my bad. You fucking summoned this fucking thing. Using the tokens.
Yeah, I also had a Ra's Disciple in the hand before I drew this one, so I could have summoned that with using Ra's Disciple.
Yeah, okay, bro.
I wish I got Slifer, because Slifer would have gone crazy on
Slifer would have been kind of sick.
Garden. But yeah, so basically the whole, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The whole idea is literally, I wanted to play the Egyptian gods. There is not a lot of stuff here, so I have a single soul charge to use some garbage earlier, but mostly just 2 copies of Raw and 1 copy of the other 2, because obviously with Sphere mode I can get Raw, but other than that it's like, okay, I need scales to summon a single Raw's Disciple, because you don't get an extra normal anywhere. So if I want to summon out the Raw's Disciples and then I want to summon out the god, I need to pendulum summon that shit. And that's the whole thing. Like, okay, what's the most competent pendulum archetype here that also lets me filter out my deck? It's alright, it's Performer Pals, yippee.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's a reasonable deck to build. I will give you that. Still means it's cringe.
I mean, I will not. You can call me cringe, and I have said I don't like PePe. You played Cyberjar on Black Garden, so everyone watching this is free to make their own judgment, like who was cringe and who was not cringe.
Everyone here can see that my cards give you cards, and your cards don't give me cards.
Yeah, my cards are the Egyptian god cards, so obviously everybody loves them. So you know.
Nobody likes Egyptian gods, actually.
I think you saying nobody likes some things when you're a hater of Blue Eyes, which is probably the most popular archetype in this entire game's history. I think.
Yeah, I do understand that people don't have any taste. It's kind of sad sometimes to be the only person on this planet with a good taste.
First Jeexx is starting beefing people. Now we're trying to bro is trying to ramp up the dislikes actually.
Man.
Dude is preying on my downfall.
On a related note to Black Garden, actually, like if you look at my banish real quick, ignoring like Cyberjar and Petite Angel, there's a lot of cards in this deck that I was also playing with the mentality of I can utilize the Black Garden tokens that are on board to pop them using Black Garden to summon out like Malicious, summon out even Calamity again, or Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, Black Rose, Red Wyvern, and so on. And these were like core cards. Like I was really close to summoning out Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity at one point using just Black Garden and 5 tokens. And it's kind of menacing in that regard. Like I think it enables a lot of really strange play patterns that would normally not be enabled at all. And that's a part of the reason why I think it's an interesting card. It means that your opponent has to be conscious, especially if you're playing a synchro deck like I was. Your opponent needs to be conscious of how many cards they want to summon with the risk of like Plague Splitter Zombie in the graveyard, or even like, let's say, Plague Splitter Zombie and Malicious in the graveyard, because that's 10 immediately. In that regard, I think like that's the one thing about this card that was the most interesting in this set. The fact that like my deck building choices had to I had to implement some ways of actually utilizing its secondary effect to make sure that I don't get immediately overwhelmed by everything else that could be summoned.
At the very least, you had a recent run it other than like there was a card that had black in its name, so every time that happens I'll just have this to cause Weebfox a headache.
So there was like 3 different reasons. One was I have a play pattern. You can use it as a play pattern tool, or not play pattern. I can use it as a step ladder to get 2 cards that have already died. I can use it to essentially climb, like synchro climb. I can use it to have fodder for using Plague Splitter multiple times. I can use it for fodder to go into actual really scary Red Dragon Archfiend cards, which I had access to all of them. And that just made me think it was worth playing. And then obviously the fact that it slows down the game means that my deck that is like relying on cards like fucking Query Bandit and Armageddon Knight for normal summons can function. Also, Plasma was here because if I get into a position where I have too many tokens on my board and I happen to have Plasma in hand, I can distribute the tokens to summon Plasma if I can't pop them.
I don't. You're not playing Red Nova, are you?
No, I was originally thinking about playing Red Nova, but I saw how Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity was.
It is basically just always better. I was simply wondering, like, I wonder when you went into Calamity, like, would you have had the like enough tuners in your grave that Utopia wouldn't even have been able to crash with Red Nova? Because by the time you summoned Calamity, like you had Black Garden set, so he didn't get half. So that meant that Red Nova also wouldn't have gotten halved. So I'm now wondering. I'll have to actually no. I wasn't looking at the grave at that point, so I can check the game state. I was wondering, like, I wonder if it would have been big enough to not be even crash with Utopia.
It's 1,750 when it gets summoned because it's still affected by card effects, and I had one red resonator at the time, I think.
Okay, then it doesn't matter because.
So it would have been
It's baseline
2.250.
Oh, that didn't matter because when you went into Calamity, Black Garden wasn't flipped up, so it would have been its baseline.
I said
so.
it. Yeah.
But is Red Nova baseline? Is it 4,500 or
350?
It's 350. Okay, yeah, and it always takes 2 tuners. So
yeah. And an RDA, which I had access to because
you had one. Did you had one before, or were you counting that as the? Because this also took 2 tuners. So...
I used Plague Spreader. Twice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so then it doesn't matter. It would have been 4,500, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, I was just gonna say, like, because I mean, even if it was 5K, then obviously I would have still a crash. But it was mostly just I wonder, like, did you happen to have 4? But I didn't think so, because like there hadn't been any ghost ogres. They haven't been like too many of the resonators, and I did remember that you banished Plague Spreader for that, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, not like it would be ever like worth more, but it just, I think it's a neat dumb beat stick.
Yeah. I think Red Nova also has an effect that would be kind of problematic to deal with for like Crooked Cook, in a sense. Like it's already big enough where Crooked Cook can't just swing over it, obviously. So the fact that it can just banish it means that not banish itself to negate the attack as well. If it's trying to target something else, is pretty potent. It's pretty strong.
I think
and then it comes back a bit after.
I think that's the one thing that like this episode didn't really highlight, was just like sitting on Crooked Cook, but at the same time I am kind of glad about that, because like
infinitely worse episode, I'm gonna be honest.
It's like sitting on and having to worry about Black Garden. At least there's some back and forth. If both of us were just sitting on Crooked Cook, like that shit would not have been fun at all. So
yeah, I started out my deck building process by thinking about ways I could just turbo out a Crooked Cook, but then I realized this shit sucks.
Yeah,
I'm not having fun.
I'm now remembering. You like remember how I said, like, just as we were studying that, I forgot like what the idea was, and this doesn't even function as I thought it was. Like that's the thing, because I was like, obviously Skullcrobat is the normal, so even if you Pendulum summon the Disciples, you don't have the normal for the God cards, and that's what I remembered. Like that was the idea, is like you start off with the PePe engine and you just get 2 bodies on the field to make Crooked Cook, and that's obviously what I was playing like other force for, like the dumb fucking Radish Horse, just to have another for Pendulum Sorcerer was in the side. It wasn't in the main, because I literally just didn't have space from the set, and I wanted the extra higher scales from stuff like Guitar Duel and Lizard Draw. So literally, like the idea was there, okay, scale, just do the PePe stuff, filter your deck by like 5 cards, and then just use Skullcrobat and the Radish to make a make a Crooked Cook, and preferably then you'll just have the scales, and you'll have 2 additional scales in your hand that you can then next turn just scale to summon out the Ross Disciples for. So now I remember, like that was the initial idea, which was like, okay, like the likeliness of me like getting to a God card on my first turn is basically none. So what can I do to instead like basically guarantee stall for a turn? It's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, Crooked Cook is in here, so might as well use that for it. That was the idea.
And then obviously you have fairly good battle protection because the set has stuff like Drowning Mirror Force and Quaking Mirror Force.
Yeah, I think before siding I had, it was 2 Mirror Force from the set, obviously to get the Mirror Forces and to meet the quota of 2020. Then I had triple Drowning and double Quaking. Yeah.
No.
And then I just sided out of the Mirror Force and the stuff to put in the 2 Warrior Taps, as well as I put in a second copy of both Lizard Draw and Guitar Duel just to cycle through stuff even faster. But I couldn't have those initially because I obviously needed to meet the quota.
Yeah, I I ran into an issue where I couldn't meet the quota originally,
Mm-hmm.
but then I also realized that I couldn't cite the stuff that I really wanted to keep around, which is why I ended up going with a 46 card deck.
Yeah.
That's why,
That
like,
makes sense.
I had BLS in the side deck. It was there specifically because it's a light and dark deck, essentially. It has so many cards in here that are light or dark, and they all go to the graveyard at some point. BLS is a beat stick and a problem solver. I can play it, you have to actually react to it, or I'm gonna banish something, I'm gonna deal with something, I'm gonna ram over something, I'm gonna swing twice, I'm gonna deal big damage.
Thankfully,
And I deem that to be good enough.
thankfully this time with your BLS and Snow, there was no Dimension Fusion. Thankfully.
The first thing that I was like, okay, Snow's in the set. Can I get fusion somehow? No, there's no fusion. Okay, what else can I do with Snow? And then there was this fucking card. I was like, wait. During the standby phase of the next turn, after this card was banished, spell summon this card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this card was like fairly good because it's a reusable body. It's a level 8. It's easy to synchro into, and on top of that, it's a fairy, light, so on and so forth. So it worked really well with like BLS and Snow.
Yeah, makes sense.
It was unfortunately not. If it was just a once per turn, it would have been even better because then I could have summoned 2 of them and I could have used them for more things.
Yeah,
And I can see if we had played more games with these decks, I think that could have come up at some point.
probably.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think we also talked about it was last week or the week before that, but like last time you played like Dimension Fusion, I think we were talking about that, like that might be something that might need to go because it's Fusion is a bit too generic of a card name.
Considering every deck that has a fusion card just has a card that's called something fusion, it's so common that Dimension Fusion, alongside Snow in particular, will be something that should get considered as getting needed.
Yeah.
But as we also said, Fairy Tale Snow, very difficult to get any of these keywords.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think
Cue next episode.
yeah, Snow is fine. At least for now, because it's obviously a very powerful card. But if there's no payoff for the banish stuff, it's not as scary. It's still obviously extremely powerful. Just a Book of Moon on legs that you can keep recurring at quick effect. It's obviously very good. It's a body. It's very good, but it's like if that is on the same set with Dimension Fusion, that's when it gets problematic. And I think like Dimension Fusion is overall just degenerate. So if in the near future we act something, I think like it definitely should be Dimension Fusion. So
100%.
but for now we'll keep going with it, and we'll see if we maybe allow one more ride to it, and then we'll just let it be. Yeah.
I think I don't think it's ever got reprinted in the last like 15 years or some shit. So it's never even gonna have a clause like Soul Charge, which
yeah, that's the thing.
which is gonna be kind of unfortunate, but
yeah, it's just like Fusion is a scary word, but like I said, like we'll sit on it for a little bit longer, and maybe we'll give it one more run, and then we'll just nuke it. But we shall see. But overall, I think like the actual functionality of our decks may be questionable at best, but I think like the idea behind both, like I think they were like at least somewhat interesting, which I think is very neat. And
I
definitely can't say that
wholeheartedly
about
agree.
every time. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and as for next time, I will actually have to check what we are doing next time, and I don't dare say yet when Pokemon is, but I think it will be in the following weeks, and I think let me actually, if I check the calendar, am I confident enough to say it will be started in some regard in March? And I think can I say that? Yes. Pokemon in some shape or form will have its blast off this month. So look forward to that both here as well as on Jeexx's Twitch channel over on twitch.tv/Jeexx. So check that out. But we'll get that off the ground soonish. And let me check final thing, because we've had Legendary Decks 2 is what we are doing next time. And then after...
Oh yeah.
And yeah, in case you want to throw that, 105 will be the absolutely extremely balanced matchup of starter 16 Yugi and starter 16 Kaiba. It'll be a lot of fun. If there's one thing, like, I honestly don't even care which one I'm gonna be playing, because I don't know. I don't find ABC very interesting, so
in its core permutation, like where it's just ABC with ABC stuff, it is probably the least interesting kind of good deck that we have around this time. Or like it doesn't even have the same kind of flexibility that PePe has, because PePe is an interesting deck in the regard where it has actual like lines that aren't just, oh, I always end on this same thing. But ABC without an extra deck has the issue of I'm just gonna always end on ABC.
yep.
And that's boring. That's so extremely fucking boring, because ABC is the most boring possible boss monster. It's a card that has some form of protection, which is like not really relevant for the card because it just yeets itself back in the extra deck, if I remember correctly. Might have actually just been tributed. But then it also summons all the stuff back and triggers villain effects, and then has a quick discard one to banish a card on the field, which is kinda shit. Don't like that. That's very boring.
Yeah, that all being said, though, not like the Yugi deck is any more interesting, so if I do lose, I will be playing Kaiba, but, well...
I think that's a problem with the Yugi deck, that the Yugi deck itself is just so bad. It doesn't have anything. Whereas the Kaiba deck at least has, like, a thing you can do, which is play Union Hanger, and you play your whole deck with that card.
Basically, yeah. But regardless, we'll see who's playing Kaiba and who's playing Yugi. Next week, let me try that again. Next week with Dragons of Legend 2. So we will see you there. And like I said, like Pokemon coming in the next few weeks, so be on the lookout for that as well. Oh,
Dragons of Legend 2.
Isn't that what I said? Legendary decks too. Yeah, this one Dragon Legend. It's I confused with this one. Legendary decks 2. Sorry. Yeah, Legendary decks 2 will be next week, and then we will settle who is playing Kaiba and who's playing Yugi on the follow-up on the structure deck episode. But yeah, I think that is all for us. It has been an hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds, which is pretty cool. But anything...
Maybe we'll break 2 hours again with this.
Maybe.
We've been voting it in real hard recently.
Honestly, I think like around the 90-minute mark, I think it's like the perfect duration for these. But I have also noticed that lately I've been yapping in the deck breakdowns a lot. So trying to get better at that, because I would like to have mine be around 10 minutes for that then. I've definitely had it slip a bit too much to my liking to the 15-minute mark, so... But I like the, in general, I've been liking the duration of these lately. But yeah, anything you want to say to the good people before we get out of here? Any more propaganda?
So, guys, remember, Cyberjar plus Black Garden isn't cringe. It's based, first and foremost, okay? As the kids say, it's based. I think personally I should have won this set, but my opponent was playing dishonest. He was playing unfair. He was using my resources that I gave him to further his game plan, which is quite cringe. Anyhow, keep winning, guys. Peace.
You had the perfect like opening there at the end to just go the Irish route of my fuck you and good games.
I don't think I want that.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I will tell you, fuck you and good games. Shake my hand. But yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you gamers next week with Legendary decks too. So have an awesome week, y'all. And oh yeah, this is going up on Sunday. Hopefully you had a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Peace.